Okay, today we're going to look at the volume of prisms and cylinders, where the last time we looked at surface area, where we've got the area of what's on the around the outside. If we're going to wrap this with something, we want to know the surface area. The volume is going to tell us what's inside, maybe how much, if this was something that was filled with powder or something, you would want to know the volume in each box, you know, how much powder you put in there, or whatever. Okay, we're going to deal with prisms, right prisms and right cylinders on this. Not a real long lesson. Today is Monday, I believe the 25th, May 25th, so we're really winding things down right now. Okay, so first thing, again, we're going to just look at the volume of prisms and cylinders. Just look at a couple of examples here. Then you'll go to your worksheet, and your worksheet also will have some examples with some notation. Okay, let's move this down a little bit. Okay, to find the volume, basically all you're going to do is you're going to get the area of the base, and we're familiar with that. We got surface area, we found the area of the base, which was the B, times the height. A lot of times, sometimes people say length times width times height, but your length times width is your area, your big B. Okay, so we're going to go right down, and again, this is something, it's pretty basic. It's something you guys have seen before, no question about it, but not something we're going to skip over and move on to other things. Okay, so in this case, if we look at our volume, which is, the volume is going to have the formula of area of the base times the height. Remember, this big B, it's not just the base, it's an area of the base, okay, which is the length times the width. So understand what we're talking about. We're talking about the big B. So our volume is going to be the big B, which is going to be area of the base equals length times width, or 8 times 5. Okay, so our big B is going to be 40. So volume is going to equal 40 times our height, which is going to be 6. And we're going to end up getting 240 cubic feet. Volume is always in cubic units. Volume equals 240 feet cubed. Okay? Okay, something you guys have seen before, no question about it. Okay? Just a little refresher. Okay, so we looked at the volume of a right rectangular prism, and the next thing we're going to look at is the volume of a cylinder. Okay? Think of a cylinder. We're going to skip by the triangular one for now. When you think of a cylinder, think of a can of soup. Okay, how much soup are you going to be able to put into each can? Okay, that's the example using the volume. And our volume of the cylinder is going to be pi times radius squared times height. So your volume really is the area of the base, which is the big, would be the big B, times the height. But they write it out as pi times radius squared times your height. I just brought it over here just so you can see. And this is my height right here. This is my radius. Okay, so we're just going to input everything we need to put in. Volume equals pi times 6 squared times your height, which is 8. Okay, and we're going to multiply all that together, and we'll get to 36 times the 8, which is going to give us 904.32 inches cubed. Volume is going to equal 904.32 inches cubed. Okay, so that's basically it for finding your, I'm sorry, this should be volume. Cross this out here. If you're looking at this and wondering why this says this should definitely be volume. And I'll make sure I correct that in here. notes. I think on, see the rectangular prism, if that had, yeah, that had volume. Okay, that's just a misprint right there. Okay. All right, so that's it. Not really going to go too much further. That's how we're going to find the volume of a cylinder. And again, I'll have some examples on the worksheet that are done that have notes next to them and everything. And keep plugging away. We're almost there.